Hello, everybody. Welcome to King University Basketball, presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. In the house for men to take the floor, your King University Tornado versus the visiting Lees-McRae College Bobcats. Starting lineups being announced. At guard, a senior, number 2, Kwai Kimball. At guard, a junior, number 3, Jamarius Hairston. At forward, a junior, number 4, London, England. At guard, a junior, number 23, Malik McConnell. And at center, a sophomore, number 40, Gabe Bryant. Coach of the Bobcats is Steve Harden in his 9th season at the helm. Lees-McRae comes in with a overall and conference record of 4-0. I believe I saw they garnered a vote in the latest standings. I don't have that right in front of me right now, but they are, I believe, the number 6 seed right now in the latest poll. And now the starting lineup for your King University Tornado. At guard, a senior, number 2, Josh Relevant. At guard, a redshirt junior, number 10, Michael Mays. At guard, a junior, number 11, Darren Howard. At forward, a senior, number 21, Damian Ottman. And at forward, a junior, number 23, Brandon Lamberth. Tornado are coached by Jason Gillespie in his first season at the helm. King is 2-6 overall, 1-5 in conference play. We should have a good contest. Always is when these Conference Carolinas foes get together. Peyton, what are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
Well, it's interesting to see Lees-McRae coming to town undefeated with that 4-0 record. Missed out on a handful of games due to some COVID issues, but as you said, received some votes for the Southeast region rankings. And you take a look at their Conference Carolina standings, they're first in scoring offense and scoring margin, their field goal percentage, their three-point field goal percentage, assists, steals, turnovers, everything that goes into a good recipe for success, and that's why they're 4-0. So the Tornado are going to have a challenge on their hands tonight.
Tornado will control the tip in the home whites, moving from right to left on the screen. There's a quick three up by Relford, no good. And back the other way.
Important to keep in mind, it's the first time that Lees-McRae has played since January 16th due to those COVID issues.
Hoping for maybe a little rust from the Bobcats. Quick move to the basket, no, back out for 3, and that one is short on the offering from England.
Good hustle on both sides here in the opening 30 seconds as you see 2 threes, or 1 3 from each side. And shot hasn't fallen yet, but the intensity is definitely here in the opening stages of this contest.
A little bit of pressure by the Bobcats that time around. Pull-up jumper by Howard, no good. Darren getting the start tonight. Back out Relford, another 3, this time short. Looks pretty good, just a little short on it. That might have got away with an extra step that time. Second shot, no good as well. Mays will push up the floor after the Hairston miss. Nicely done.
Take by Mays. Past couple games here at the Student Center complex, he's struggled, but this past week against Erskine, he led the team with 14.
A little bit of bump, shoulder, no good. Bryant unable to hit it, but fights through it, gets his rebound back out. 3 is good. So Hairston, second chance, he'll take that 3-pointer this time.
Coach Gillespie down there upset with giving up another offensive rebound. He talked about it last week against Southern Wesleyan. Too many offensive rebounds are given up. Nice fall away by Lamberth.
Nice turnaround there by Lamberth. Back the other way, defense not back, and an easy layup that time for McConnell. Lees-McRae is big and fast and strong. They are a very talented ball team.
You talk about big. Their center, Gabe Bryant, 6 feet 9 inches tall. What a presence he is down low.
And they can still do that.
Beautiful shot from Jamarius Hairston.
Couple three-pointers for Hairston already.
And Hairston is their shooter from beyond the arc, averaging 13 a game.
A charge called on the Tornado. Substitutions now being allowed to enter. Chad Dreswick will check in. And for the Bobcats is number 30, Cale Harris. Not bad, we can bring a 6'10" guy off the bench.
I was going to say, you talk about some size, especially when they're up alongside one of our guards on an inbound play. It's like David and Goliath.
Nice ball fake to the basket. Good defense
by Dreswick.
Lamberth loses control and come away with it. That's Connor Jordan in the game. Lamberth with a jumper. No good. Tip Howard, no good. How about another chance at it? Jordan with the runner, no.
It's a tough shot by Connor Jordan to scramble down low. Kind of just forced something up there, maybe got a little anxious.
That three is good. That's Quad Kimball.
Lees-McRae now, multiple three-point shots. You look at them, again, going back to what we said in pregame, they have the number one.
Kimball picks May's pockets and he'll have the layup. And all of a sudden you look up, eerily reminiscent of the women's contest. The men have jumped out to a big lead early going. Ball fake right to the basket. Nice use of the glass there. Darren Howard for two.
Yeah, beautiful move by Darren Howard. A little head fake, get his defender in the air. They couldn't ask for an easier two off the window.
Pull-up jumble.
Nice
McConnell.
McConnell, beautiful shot. Little step back.
That's an illegal screen by Dreswick. That'll be our first media timeout. King down early. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
King University basketball is presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
At King University, we prepare you for your career and for your life.
King has impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And this really came out when I was able to go on one of the mission trips to Atlanta, Georgia to work with refugee children with King University. It was in that moment that I realized that this was truly the moment that I was meant to come to King, and I just love how beautifully King University weaves faith and learning together.
Welcome back, everybody. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Hot start for the Bobcats, shooting at 55%. Tornado at 33%. We got a hole to dig out of already.
75% from beyond the arc, as they're now 3 of 4. It's hard to compete with hot shooting like that.
Substitutions for the Bobcats: Sidney Dollar, Anthony Hicks, and Justin Nicholson all in. Hairston, England, and McConnell out. Tornado counter with Isaiah Curry, Blake Atwood, and MJ Faust in the ball game. Deep three-pointer is good. My goodness, even the bench is getting involved. Justin Nicholson for three.
Head coach Steve Harden pleased with the ball movement there, and it was a beautiful offensive possession for the Bobcats.
Connor needs some help. Like Atwood controls it. It was tipped, so it's not backcourt. Atwood gets it knocked away. Good try. Bobcat ball. Looked like Blake was getting pretty upset there. A lot of jumping at the ball there.
And just how intense Lees-McRae, I think, has shell-shocked the Tornado a little bit. Even the bench, you can hear them behind us, folks.
Tough shot, no good this time for Nicholson. In the corner, Atwood for three, no. Jordan keeps it alive. He'll take the jumper, and this time it's good.
It's good effort by Connor Jordan as he poked the ball away there and was able to secure that offensive rebound and keep it for that little, it made the shot look easy too, a little fall away baseline jumper.
Pull up three for Kimball, no. Dreswick, somebody's got to get that rebound. Two Tornado players easily had that one, and they give the Bobcats a second chance. Tough shot, gets it over Dreswick, no good. Throws it right back to him. There's Kel Davis with the slam.
And Dreswick, not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. Eager to get the ball out of his hands. Hard screen set by him right in front of us.
Dreswick is fouled. Last thing you want to do is give a good team extra chances.
You look at Cale Harris, as we were talking about earlier. Gabe Bryant, the starting center at 6'9", and Cale Harris at 6'10".
Chad shooting two here, the junior from Flemington, New Jersey.
Set to check in. For Lees-McRae now, Andrew Gardner and Tymon Jones.
Check out the McAllister's Daily Instant Replay as a strong pick by Dreswick. Kind of like running into a Mack truck there. 2-2. And shooter was coming in and Damian Ottman, so they'll restart play. Josh Relford back in for the Tornado. Connor Jordan out. Timon Jones in, and Andrew Gardner in for the Bobcats. Gardner calling for it. Good defense, Ottman, and there's a travel.
Yeah, you can see that building up. Good defense by the Tornado.
Oh, whoa, whoa. There's a technical foul should be coming up here. So we saw players getting more than a bit chippy out there. Trying to, you see there on the McAllister's Daily Instant Replay. Yeah, they can't do that.
It's got to be an ejection. We just saw the replay.
I think they saw it too. That's what they're kind of discussing here.
I'll be honest, I did not see that throw out there at the end until they pulled the replay up.
That's what I was reacting to. Is you don't see too many punches, though, especially at the back of the head like that. That's kind of.
We're not wearing the zebra stripes tonight, but if that was a King player, I don't know how you could argue not, ejecting the player from the game. Blatant cheap shot. And yeah, I liked what Coach Gillespie did too. Not sure that it was caught on camera, but immediately ran out on the floor and pulled Damian Ottman away.
Yeah.
Knowing how important he is starting center tonight.
Still talking with them now, like, hey, not sure what led to that moment either. Doesn't really matter. The reaction is what was caught, and it usually is. So we'll see. They're still talking about what's going on.
Again, I guess we have the luxury of the replay monitor beside us, but I'm not sure if they saw what they think they saw. I don't know what the conversation is taking so long for.
I think they just want to make sure they get it right. Because anytime you start talking about the possibility of an actual ejection for something, you do want to make sure you are 100% sure that's what happened. So we'll see what happens here. Wait for the call.
And I'm assuming this isn't a technical. This would be a flagrant.
It's kind of hard to hear what's going on. Oh. Wow. So
learning from the opposite end of the scorer's table that both Damian Ottman and Andrew Gardner have been charged with flagrant twos, and they're both done for the night. That just not really sure how that how you watch that back.
Now that is the ruling on there. So the fouls in themselves, there's no shots taken, but yeah, both players have been ejection for that. Back to live action on the floor. Faust with the hook shot, no good. Quickly down the floor to Dollar. Crazy shot. Faust with a huge block. Coming out of nowhere. And another big block there. I think they're going to get the foul underneath. Yeah.
Looks like they'll get Gabe Bryant with the foul there. Tornado will go to the line. I'm still think quite a few people are in shock of what we just saw and ultimately the official's decision.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of take in everything. I'm sure they do. Yeah. I don't know if they want to show it again. Lambert at the line. So we're still trying to kind of collect our thoughts after everything that's went on so far. There's the, Brandon nearly has the steal. Oh, nice ball fake right to the basket. And Sidney Dollar makes him pay.
It's a beautiful fake by Tymon Jones, and the lane was wide open as he slammed that one home.
Faust
nice take by Faust to answer.
And that's what you signed up to watch tonight, some high-level basketball from both ends. Bryant trying to take his man off the dribble with the hook shot. Nicely done. Old school basketball there.
Yeah, lower that shoulder, get that sky hook up and in, big fella.
I like it. Atwood for three, no. Tips, and they're going to get a foul on the loose ball. Fouls on fouls as we got our second media timeout. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
Insist on quality crafted rubber parts when you need to seal and protect. Steel Rubber Products has been making the highest quality restoration rubber parts for generations. From factory fit replacements to custom and universal, Steel Rubber has the rubber parts you need for your classic car, truck, RV, or boat. Spend more time restoring and less time searching for parts. For a free catalog, call or log on to steelrubber.com. Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping.
And we get a chance to see here exactly what happened. And there, you can see it there on the McAllister Daily Instant Replay. Made the judgment for yourself, but the officials tossed both players after that incident. So we got King University basketball, presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Lots of fireworks in this one. Hopefully we don't see any more of those, but a couple slams. Here's that three-pointer by Dollar. No good. Tornado able to get it down the floor. Highly contested jump shot, no good from Lamberth. John Marquise Johnson in for the Tornado as Blake Atwood checks out. Simone Jones for three. Tornado basketball is Dollar unable to handle that one. Checking into the ballgame for the first time, that's going to be 24, Jason Brooks. Lambert will check out. Trap on the baseline, Brooks just in. He needs some help. Nobody wants to help him. Faust all the way to the basket, loses it, shot blocked, and there's a travel. And Biggleson. There's a whistle, and there's a warning on the Lees-McRae bench. Right to Johnson. I think that was
nice shot there.
No, they're three-pointer.
Beautiful shot there by Jamarcus Johnson.
There's a travel. Turnover on Hicks.
And for those that just tuned in, or may have just tuned in for the men's game, a lot like the women's game, Lees-McRae got out to a hot start, and King kind of hanging around that 9-10-11 deficit.
Bobcats also deep bench. They're able to freely switch players in to keep this up-tempo pace going. Ball knocked away, fast break the other way. Harrison, can he catch up with it? Barely. Oh, man. Right into our camera guy. We'll hope we get a replay of that soon. Faust towards the basket, can't hit.
Ripped away there by Curry. Isaiah Curry just wanted it more on that possession.
A lot of effort there. With the right hand this time, nicely done. Again, we see Gabe Bryant.
Gabe Bryant again, a transfer from Division I Gardner-Webb University.
Brooks nails a three in the corner. Oh my goodness. Air ball offered up by Nicholson. Last touch, Tornado.
The sequences we've seen tonight here, again, still 8:40 in the first half, has been very entertaining.
Mays and Dreswick back in for King. We're going 15 on the shot clock for the Bobcats. I'm going to call a... It's not a foul, is it? Just kind of a...
Kind of a little bit of a impeding the inbound.
Yeah.
So no foul. I think Josh Relford a little excited over there. Reset the shot clock to 15. 8:40 remaining in the first half.
Good look underneath the basket there. Bobcats with 10 on the shot clock. Deep three-pointer is good. Boy, Kimball knocks that one down.
Lees-McRae now 6 of 10 from beyond the arc. Again, it's hard to compete with such hot shooting.
Relford tries to make something happen on his own, cannot connect. That three, a little bit short from Hairston. Long rebound, Bobcats do it again. Connell tries to take him off the dribble, foul away from the basketball.
Looks like they'll tag Jason Brooks with that one. He's the 6'7" forward. Picks up his first personal and takes us to our under 8 media timeout.
King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
If you've never visited McAllister before, I 100% suggest you do, because you're going to be treated like family and the food you receive is going to be top notch. I just love being able to sit down with the guests and chit chat with them about anything. We care about them as a guest and also as a friend at the same time.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
City of Bristol, Tennessee. As you can see, our updated Conference Carolina standings. There are the Bobcats sitting on top. King in some unusual territory down there at the bottom at 1-5. Maybe a chance to play spoiler here, but it's a tough, tough test. Bobcats have come out firing. King trying to find their way as Lees-McRae now 6 of 11 from three-point land. That's tough to top. Bobcats under their own basket, 20 on the shot clock. McConnell to the basket, unimpeded.
Yeah, nice little Euro step there as he was able to kind of make those 2 steps last about 15 feet.
When you start dribbling at the three-point line, that's impressive. John Marquise Johnson thought about a three. May take him off the dribble. Big pick by Dreswick. No good. He gets the, no, had it momentarily. Lost it. Out ahead. Mays tries to foul him, and he does. Got to be careful on those.
Yeah,
Credit Mays for getting
push in the
back.
back there. Yeah, I was going to say, he was able to get back and called for a push in the back, but now he's going to make Lees-McRae here earn the 2 at the line. It'll be a number 23, Malik McConnell.
First one's good. Connell, the junior from Chattanooga. Good bargain there, 1 and 2 at the line.
A little bit half-hearted pressure here from the Bobcats as the Tornado trying to get it across half court.
Out to Relaford for 3, no. Streswick goes down, running up the floor. And right to him for the big slam, Cale Harris. Mays for 3, no. Transition three-pointer by Clyde Kimball is good. A timeout called by the Tornado bench.
Yep, too easy a baskets given up by the Tornado. It's the 3rd or 4th dunk now that Lees-McRae have had, and they just still continue this hot streak from downtown. Now 8 of 13 from beyond the arc.
Lees-McRae just the other day knocking off Erskine 109-77. And you see him at 40 points with 6 minutes to go in the first half. You can see why.
I was going to say, King, their scoring defense is struggling in the Conference Carolinas. They're giving up about an average of just under 88 points a game, which is 3rd from the bottom of the table. And that's one thing that Coach Gillespie has touched with us on about trying to improve their defense. And it's hard enough to improve defense from one game to the next by that many points, but especially when you're playing an opponent that's shooting nearly 65% from beyond the arc.
I think if you're the Tornado, you can't worry about what they're doing. You got to start doing something better on your own end. At the end of the day, they're not going to score enough points at 21 to beat much of anybody, let alone a high-scoring offense like this. So King has an opportunity to try to figure some things out in a game like this. It's definitely a rebuilding year. There's going to be times like these for sure. Looking at the upcoming schedule very quickly, we got some at Belmont Abbey on Thursday night, but then back here to face that same team, Belmont Abbey, Saturday. Doubleheader for you guys. Women play at 2 and the guys at 4 o'clock. You can take a quick glance at the Tornado on tap there as we're back to live action on the floor. We'll show that again later in a little bit more detail. But Brooks to the basket, punched away, ball loose. Bobcats have it again out ahead. Harrison has to run it down, trapped in the corner.
It's good effort again by Mays and Lambert to get back on defense. Ultimately, the Bobcats will go to the line, but a couple fast break opportunities been saved by their defensive hustle.
The foul called on Isaiah Curry, and his face kind of said it all, as he was kind of just standing there. And here comes Anthony Hicks flying through the air, jumping basically into him, and he gets called for the foul. That's kind of a weird one.
So Hicks, the 6'6" junior out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, does his team right on the second of those 2 shots.
Relaford trying to make something happen, gets tripped up, no call. And jump ball will go to Lees-McRae. Even the jump ball is not going King's ways tonight. All smiles from Malik McConnell coming back up the floor, and rightfully so. They're playing very well right now. Jared Marquise Harrison for 3.
And Coach Steve Hart in his 9th season, I'm sure he's seen that plenty of times, but when you call out a play and your team executes it to perfection, it's always a positive.
Nice move.
Nice crossover.
Beautiful move to the basket. Can't get the layup, but he is fouled.
If we could see that again, Josh Relaford just absolutely put his defender in a spin cycle there, got to the basket. And again, when you make a move that nice, you do wish you could complete the finish, but he'll have 2 free throws heading his way.
MJ Faust checking in for the Tornado, as well as number 12, Joe Galt. Here's the McAllister's Daily Instant Replay. That oh-so-sweet move to the basket. Relford connects there. Got a foul. Just checked in, Joe Galt guilty.
So they'll tag Joe Galt with that one. I'm excited to play some defense tonight.
And maybe insult to injury, Tornado with that foul. They're shooting foul shots. They're in the bonus.
Big man Gabe Bryant checks back in for the Bobcats.
Can't hit that one on the 1-and-1. Relford for 3, yes. Josh with a nice shot there. He's got 5 points. Connell again right to the basket with an easy layup.
And yet again, we see 2 steps taken from the 3-point line. Nice finger roll. But it's just the athleticism and speed that the Bobcats possess.
Brooks throws it to the wrong plane. Layup and 1. Galt with not much of a foul there.
I would guess that we see Joe Galt taking a seat here, and that's who it is. Comes in, and there's 2 unsmart fouls. Still 4:13 remaining. Lees-McRae a couple points away from the half-century mark.
Misses the front end of the 1-and-1 again. Yeah, they're gonna whistle Anthony Hicks on that one.
MJ Faust kind of picked up a head of steam there. Looks like he took a pretty decent shot.
Let's see. Mickelson back in for the Bobcats. Number 5, Wes Morgan checks in as well. Pull-up jumper, Relford, no good. Brooks with the offensive rebound. Tries to put it back up, nowhere to go. Open 3 for Howard, nails it.
Good shot by Darren Howard. So he got the starting spot tonight and has played pretty well in the first 16 minutes.
Gonna need a lot more than that. There's Kimball for 3, no good. Long rebound goes to the Bobcats. Morgan will put it in.
So Wes Morgan, 6'6" guard from Charlotte, freshly into the ball game, knocks down 1 from downtown.
Faust with it over to Brooks. That was looked like basket interference, but there. As you saw Morgan's hand go up through the rim. I don't think Coach Gillespie was too happy about that one, as we got our under 4 media timeout. King University basketball presented by the City of Bristol, Tennessee.
King University, presented by the City of Bristol, Tennessee, is brought to you by McAllister's. Great food brings us together.
We discovered McAllister's way back when my husband and I were still dating. It's so nice to be able to just hop on the app, order our favorites, enjoy our McAllisters at home. It's awesome. Especially to working parents with 2 young kids. It is so fresh, and it feels okay feeding it to my children weekly.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension, and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
Welcome back, King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. As you see the Tornado bench there. We'll take a quick look at the Tornado on tap. You see the basketball games tonight. And then back here Saturday, 2 and 4 o'clock, men and women's basketball versus Belmont Abbey. We got wrestling on the schedule as well. Men and women's volleyball. The next Thursday, basketball at Belmont Abbey. Turnaround jumper for Lambert is good.
Well, we got a second. Just the update on the Tornado on tap. See a 3 on the way.
Another three-pointer by Morgan, no good.
Just an update, Tornado on tap. Wrestling for Sunday, they will be at Newberry. The Coker match got canceled. And then men's volleyball does not play tomorrow, just the women.
There's a miss by Lambert. Shot no good, the left hand from Bryant, but he's fouled. Foul on Brooks, his second.
We'll see the big man Gabe Bryant at the line. Again, the transfer out of Gardner-Webb University.
Hits that one.
Quite the free throw shot, but they all equal 1 point, and that's what he got there. And as tall as he is, James, when he gets his hand up, that thing's probably 8.5 feet in the air when it leaves his hand.
Well short on that one. Atwood in the corner, calling for it, wide open, and he nails it.
Nice shot from Blake Atwood. He had all the time in the world over there on this left baseline.
I always feel like if you're going to call for it like that, you better make it. Open in the corner, Morgan 3, no.
Thought about it again.
Brooks has a bit of an advantage there. He'll take the turnaround jumper, can't connect. Nicholson with the big rebound.
A little bit of a broken
nice
possession
to the basket.
Too.
Jones making it look easy there. Lambert, the strong move, tried to get it to Brooks, finally gets there. Back and forth. And, oh, it's going to be pushed. There's a foul. Thought he might have stepped out of bounds.
So they'll tack Gabe Bryant with his second of the night. That'll send Lambert to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
A lot of subs in. Isaiah Curry for the Tornado. Brooks will check out. Look like Hairston, McConnell, and Dollar in for Lees-McRae. Lambert, Leansville, North Carolina, can't connect on that one. And Curry keeps it alive, knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Bobcats.
Be interesting to see here, 20-point deficit, how the Tornado come out. and closed the first half first, but then come out in the second half.
Curry with a strong
nice runner. That one had a couple of years to think about falling through. And
Connell quickly down and a hard foul. He'll head to the line to shoot two. The foul's on Curry, his second. First shot is good. Second one is good.
2 free throws there, and I said half a century a couple minutes ago. The Tornado in danger of giving up 60.
Shot clock not reading the right amount. There we go.
Get up there, Malik. Go on, Malik. Right here, Malik. Come on, Sid. Go, Malik. Go, Malik.
Trap. Tornado able to handle it so far. Nice move to the
nice
basket.
Ball movement. Very good ball movement by the Tornado.
Certainly a bright spot there. And what are we calling? Blocking foul. They're going to call that on Connor Jordan with the block. No basket is on the floor. Still shooting two, though.
That's unfortunate there. You're trying to make a play. And when a guy comes with that much momentum, it's hard to set and take a shot that hard.
Some of the students trying to make some noise on the foul shot. Used to see that. They hit them both. There's first 100 students were allowed in tonight. There's a steal. Loses the ball, and he might have got poked in the eye. I hope he's okay. Oh, hard fouls. Atwood hits the floor.
Got guys down on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Harrison is still down.
Keep an eye on Hairston. I believe 14.8. The Tornado will have a couple free throws, hoping that Hairston's okay first as he gets to his feet.
Yeah, it looked like he got a good shot to the eye there. Hopefully he's all right. Check out, headed to the line to shoot two, Blake Atwood for the Tornado. 14.8 left. First shot's good. Blake, the sophomore from Mountain City, hits both of them.
And Blake's the guy that can come in and give you a spark off the bench. Incredible hot hand from.
Strong move, might have been blocked there. Connor, see if he has enough time. He'll pull up from deep range and nail it. Wow.
Connor Jordan ends the half with as bright of a note that Kings had.
There's the McAllister's Daily instant replay from the volleyball line, and good. Nice way to end the half for the Tornado, pulling it within 15. I don't think King played a bad half of basketball. I think Lees-McRae just played an outstanding half.
What I was going to say is 80% of the time when you score 43 points in a half, you're going to be winning at halftime. And that's what King's done. But you look at Lees-McRae, 53% from beyond the arc. That's hard to compete with, and we've said that multiple times tonight. But when you're knocking down shots at that high a volume, and you're tripling every time they get a point, it's hard to compete with.
So we'll take a quick break here at halftime. You see Coach Gillespie there along with Isaiah Curry. But back on the other side, this is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
If you've never visited McAllister before, I 100% suggest you do, because you're going to be treated like family and the food you receive is going to be top-notch. I just love being able to sit down with the guests and chit-chat with them about anything. We care about them as a guest and also as a friend at the same time.
Masters Entertainment Group is now offering live event streaming. Masters Entertainment Group's live streaming division can cover your event with a professional and experienced crew to give your event worldwide coverage. Don't miss out. Contact Masters Entertainment Group today. Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
It's important that your car's chassis and undercarriage are well protected from the elements. NH Oil Undercoatings is the industry leader in technologically advanced, solvent-free, non-toxic, non-hazardous vehicle protective coatings. Don't wait until you have a structural failure or fail a safety inspection. Minimize auto corrosion damage and maximize protection for your investment with NH Oil Undercoatings. NH Oil Undercoatings. When it comes to auto corrosion prevention, we've got you covered.
Over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Sometimes to get the job done, you have to get down low and go under. Easy to do with the Magic Creeper. Nothing's easier and more efficient than the patented Magic Creeper. Maneuver easily over any surface with limited wear and tear. Small objects are no obstacle. All with zero ground clearance and giving you 4 to 5 feet of travel. And with no weight limit, it can help move heavy objects. Visit MagicCreeper.com to get exclusive pricing and free shipping.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
If you have a classic car that needs modern sound but with a flashback look, then Custom Auto Sound is the place to turn. Custom Auto Sound has been handcrafting OEM-style radios since 1977, and today they have systems for over 400 makes and models of classic cars. Custom Auto Sound units also offer modern convenience options such as iPod and USB docks, as well as Bluetooth connectivity. Whatever you drive, a Custom Auto Sound radio will make it come alive.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable, whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard. Let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
There's a certain connection that a driver has with their automobile relative to sound.
The Borla exhaust brings an aspect to your vehicle that it did not leave the factory with.
It puts a sense of soul into something that a lot of exhaust manufacturers try to achieve with no success.
What we really build here is excitement. And we guarantee it for 1,000,000 miles.
Insist on quality crafted rubber parts when you need to seal and protect. Steel Rubber Products has been making the highest quality restoration rubber parts for generations. From factory fit replacements to custom and universal, Steel Rubber has the rubber parts you need for your classy car, truck, RV, or boat. Spend more time restoring and less time searching for parts. For a free catalog, call or log on to steelrubber.com. Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Masters Entertainment Group is now offering live event streaming. Masters Entertainment Group's live streaming division can cover your event with a professional and experienced crew to give your event worldwide coverage. Don't miss out. Contact Masters Entertainment Group today.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
It's important that your car's chassis and undercarriage are well protected from the elements. NH Oil Undercoatings is the industry leader in technologically advanced, solvent-free, non-toxic, non-hazardous vehicle protective coatings. Don't wait until you have a structural failure or fail a safety inspection. Minimize auto corrosion damage and maximize protection for your investment with NH Oil Undercoatings. NH Oil Undercoatings. When it comes to auto corrosion prevention, we've got you covered.
We discovered McAllister's way back when my husband and I were still dating. It's so nice to be able to just hop on the app, order our favorites, enjoy our McAllisters at home. It's awesome. Especially to working parents with 2 young kids. It is so fresh and it feels okay feeding it to my children weekly.
Sometimes to get the job done, you have to get down low and go under. Easy to do with the Magic Creeper. Nothing's easier and more efficient than the patented Magic Creeper. Maneuver easily over any surface with limited wear and tear. Small objects are no obstacle. All with 0 ground clearance and giving you 4 to 5 feet of travel. And with no weight limit, it can help move heavy objects. Visit MagicCreeper.com to get exclusive pricing and free shipping. Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com, and it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
If you have a classic car that needs modern sound but with a flashback look, then Custom Auto Sound is the place to turn. Custom Auto Sound has been handcrafting OEM-style radios since 1977, and today they have systems for over 400 makes and models of classic cars. Custom Auto Sound units also offer modern convenience options such as iPod and USB docks, as well as Bluetooth connectivity. Whatever you drive, a Custom Auto Sound radio will make it come alive.
There's a certain connection that a driver has with their automobile relative to sound.
The Borla exhaust brings an aspect to your vehicle that it did not leave the factory with.
It puts a sense of soul into something that a lot of exhaust manufacturers try to achieve with no success.
What we really build here is excitement, and we guarantee it for 1,000,000 miles.
Masters Entertainment Group is now offering live event streaming. Masters Entertainment Group's live streaming division can cover your event with a professional and experienced crew to give your event worldwide coverage. Don't miss out. Contact Masters Entertainment Group today.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
Welcome back, everybody. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Bit of a, I wouldn't say it was a struggle for the Tornado in the first half, as they actually played pretty well, but like we were saying at the end, is Lees-McRae shooting the lights out, almost 57% from the floor, 9 of 17, 53% from three-point land. They just shot lights out, and the Tornado really just did their best to keep up with them, Peyton.
Right. That's exact. I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. Hit the nail on the head there. That it's just an offensive onslaught from both sides, and a couple more shots fall for King, and we got about a 55-55 ball game at the half. And you'll see games tonight that won't be the final score. So, just been a struggle. Really, the only struggle that you talk about is that for King being able to keep up as fast as Lees-McRae is. It's hard to, not only figuratively, but literally on the floor to have the endurance and stamina to run up and down the floor as much as they do.
Yeah, as a fan, we can just kind of sit back and watch and enjoy it, but as a Tornado player, it's like just try to keep up with them as best you can. This is a very talented team, and my goodness, they're also deep, so I have a strong feeling that we'll be seeing this team make some postseason noise, possibly even into the Division II championship rounds. Is that, at least at this point, they look like a really solid team.
And you go back to just the depth of them too. That helps as well. When you're running so fast, you can put in fresh legs, and you're not losing a whole lot of offensive firepower. You know, coming down on the other end that your opponent's legs are just as weak as they're trying to defend you running up and down the floor. So, a strong team that Coach Steve Harden has at Lees-McRae. And, again, they've missed a few games due to COVID, but this still got a bagel in that loss column, and it doesn't matter how many games you play. If you got one of those, you're a team not to be messed with.
Coach Harden, he has a tough decision probably starting only 5. He's like, okay, which one of these 10 guys I got to narrow it down, because that's a tough choice, no doubt. So we'll see how the Tornado try to keep up in this one, down 15 at the moment. And they will start off with the basketball, moving from left to right on your screen in the home whites. Starting 5 back in there, I do believe. No, they've made an adjustment
except for Damian when he picked up that. He hit the showers early, unfortunately. So did Andrew Gardner for their flagrant 2s in the first half.
Quick 3-pointer, Relaford, nicely done. And then not back on defense. It's an easy layup for Jamarius Hairston.
And when you look at the shot clock and there's 27 seconds left when you score, it just, again, hard to compete with.
It's hard to even fathom as Michael Mays can't hit short. There's a tip drill. Curry puts it back in. Chance of defense coming up from the Tornado bench. A couple of loaded shoulders. There's a hook shot, no good. Put back, no good. Third try, no good by the foul.
That's another thing we've seen is bodies hit the deck quite a lot tonight. Some hard fouls. You go back to the opening moments of this game when you had a pair of flagrant 2s, throw a couple guys out. It's no secret that these guys aren't big fans of each other.
Shooting 2, Malik McConnell. And makes them both. I was amazed with the foul a moment ago. Nice pick by Lambert. Shot 3, no good by Relaford.
The shot looked good from Relaford too after that deep 30-footer he hit a couple minutes ago.
Lambert with the save in the corner. See if we can't get Michael Mays going, send it 2 points. Hasn't really even been a factor in shooting. Loose ball goes the Bobcats' way. Toss it out, turnover to the Tornado as Lambert has to go chase the ball underneath the stands.
And going back to Mays, he's the X factor of this team. There's games he'll drop 19 and there's games he'll drop 3. And you don't really know what to expect, but when he gets going, he's one of the best shooters in the conference.
Nice pass to Curry, and one.
Isaiah Curry has played some big minutes tonight. He has come in and stepped in when Ottman was able, or when Damian Ottman was ejected, and has played some big minutes.
As a senior, that's what you'd expect from him. He completes a 3-point play. Hey, going back to your point about Mays coming and going, if he's going to score 3 points, I want him shooting 10 shots and only getting 3. Right. I just feel like he hasn't even really shot the ball at all tonight. There is Hairston for 3, no good. Oh my goodness!
A nice put back there. You just sit back and watch the big man Gabe Bryant put back slam.
Gabe Bryant is playing on a different level out there. As that is a 3 from Lambert in the corner.
And that's how you respond. You see something like that, come back down, hit a corner 3.
It's another dish drive and another slam from Bryant.
And that's another thing you can't compete with, the size. Big man at 6 feet 10 inches tall.
Relaford might have got away with an extra step there. No good on the shot. Back down the floor quickly. England and one.
It's a beautiful Euro step too. And again, you look back up at the clock. Shot clock said 27 seconds.
London, England trying to complete three-point play, and there he goes. Bryant and Harrison out, Hicks and Harris back in. Curry with a pull-up floater.
Nice floater. It's the hardest shots in basketball. He made it look easy.
Well, foul on the floor. They're going to get Darren Howard there. Save the monitor.
Sounds like a save.
That foul on Howard, his second. Pull back step, air ball. Relford has that ball tipped and stolen. Over to England for three, yes.
So now we see a delay of game going against Malik McConnell. So a delay of game warning and a bench warning. I think it's safe to say the Bobcats like to play some head games.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of odd. Just come on, just pick up the basketball. Let's go. You don't have to. I'm not sure what the point was there. Rover with an easy basket and one.
And it's like the sea just parted there as he had two on him. They both stepped away. Obvious miscommunication there by the Bobcats, and he just strolled in for two. And then on top of that, was fouled on the way up.
King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
Welcome back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Here on a snowy night in Bristol. Tornado down 15 at the half. Make it 14 now. Chance for a three-point play. Josh Relford to the line. As Connor Jordan set to check in for him. Yeah, should he make it? Can't hit the shot. And again, the Bobcats down the floor quickly. There's up over the top. Curry just got caught up in the air.
I was gonna say, it's beautiful patience by Cale Harris. He knew Isaiah Curry was in the air and kind of took the knee to his back and went up. That's smart basketball. And again, you see Gabe Bryant take a seat and welcome in Cale Harris. And you think you lose some size, you actually got to go up against another inch. 6'9" Bryant takes a seat. 6'10" Harris comes in.
That three-point play makes it a 17-point game. Lambert's strong move has a shot blocked. Harris with the rejection.
Say, guess who? 6'10".
Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. They're going to get Harris for the over the back that time.
And when you're that tall, it's hard to, what are you supposed to do, jump up and not reach for the ball? I mean, it's always a frustrating call on either side of the court, but you know, you go up there and you're just trying to fight for a rebound. Cal Harris there, unfortunate call, but especially when you're 6'10".
Jordan to push it up the floor. Chad Dreswick in there, Jason Brooks as well for King. Dreswick goes to work, backing on out with the left hand off the glass. Nicely done. Good to see some old school basketball every once in a while, some post play. I like it.
It's always exciting to see too, because it's how basketball was always played. You don't see it much anymore.
Jones has it stolen. No. Loose ball, Tornado basketball. That's a sound we're not used to hearing. I like it. Some crowd getting into it behind us and in front of us, as we said.
That's one thing we haven't even got to talk about all night. As fast as this game has been, catch your breath, but just awesome that the fans have been able to come out.
Students were allowed up to 100 to come in tonight. There's Brooks and one. They're happy to see. Let's go, play solid. Jason with a chance at the three-point play. Can't complete, and surveys the floor. Oh. Hard
Chad
foul.
Dreswick, as you saw there, that Sidney Dollar was trying to put him on a poster, and they met at the summit. And Dreswick gets called for the personal. That'll be his second.
If you're Dreswick there, you foul, because he was about to get posterized.
You foul or you get out of the way. If you go up, you better be sure that ball is not going to get dunked.
Yeah, I mean, Dollar's going up from the foul line to dunk that ball in his face. So that's your choice right there. You can't blame him at all. Tornado able to hang around here, still at 15, trying to get something rolling.
It was a nice move by Atwood.
Brooks in traffic, out to Jordan for three, short. Dresser with their offensive rebound. Or no, Brooks down to Howard's got the bucket. There's some defense chance. Pull up three is good. Too much room for Kimball. And a timeout called by the Lees-McRae bench.
It's a good timeout there by head coach Steve Harden, as Coach Harden could tell that
full timeout is called.
Maybe the momentum was rolling a little bit.
Yeah, so we'll take it with them. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
If you've never visited McAllister before, I 100% suggest you do, because you're going to be treated like family and the food you receive is going to be top notch. I just love being able to sit down with the guests and chit chat with them about anything. We care about them as a guest and also as a friend at the same time.
There's a certain connection that a driver has with their automobile relative to sound.
The Borla exhaust brings an aspect to your vehicle that it did not leave the factory with.
puts a sense of soul into something that a lot of exhaust manufacturers try to achieve with no success.
What we really build here is excitement, and we guarantee it for 1,000,000 miles.
Welcome back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. See Coach Harden there, Lees-McRae sideline. A little bit of pressure this time by the Bobcats. Brooks all the way down to Dreswick, takes a big bounce. Caught under the basket, and he's fouled. Jason Brooks will head to the line to shoot 2.
And Jason Brooks has played very well coming in, especially in this second half. A couple nice assists and quite a few points as he's at the line now as he goes for 6 and 7. But just made some smart plays at the right time, and 15-point ball game. We still got 12:50 to play.
A little bit of break as the officials talking some things over. You mentioned how well Brooks has played tonight. Is there any, do you put any stock in the idea that, you know, we saw him start a couple games this season off the bench today? Is that a little bit of extra motivation as a player?
I think that's always a chess game that the coach will play with the student athlete, the player. Make sure they don't get complacent and assume anything. Because these starting spots aren't guaranteed. You got to come out here and work.
Oh my. Oh, Brooks got a little bit crossed up that time.
And lucky for him, that shot didn't go in.
Yeah. That was impressive, but yeah, you got to make the shot. Tough shot. And Bryant needs to be careful hanging on the rim like that, but foul is on number 3, Chad Dreswick, his 3rd. There's the McAllister's Daily instant replays. You can see the foul. And shooting 2, Sydney Dollar. Well short on that one.
And Brooks again.
Brooks working hard under the basket.
Yeah. They beat me to it. I mean, he is playing extremely well. He's putting the team on his.
They're going to get the blocking foul on Mr. Brooks.
So he'll take a shot for all of his hard work.
McAllister's Daily instant replay showing it to us right there. 3 fouls now on Brooks. And again, heads to line Sydney Dollar, sophomore from Denver, North Carolina. Mass substitutions in.
Yep, so Brooks takes the seat. Not sure if you're a Tornado faithful, that's who you want to see taking a trip over to the bench for a couple moments.
Get a foul on the foul shot. It's on Hicks. His 4th.
Trying to figure out what's.
I think we're not quite ready to go back yet. Officials talking things over.
They're trying to reset the game clock a little bit. Maybe a few extra seconds came off.
There we go.
4 seconds back. 12-11 now remaining in the ball game.
We get that all sorted out. There we go. Full court pressure by the Bobcats. Connor Jordan, Brandon Lambert, Jamarquise Johnson, Isaiah Curry, and MJ Faust in there. There's a big shot.
Big time shot there from Jamarcus Johnson. He too has hit a couple big shots tonight. His second three.
Nicholson just checked in. Traveling. That will turn it over. It'll be Tornado basketball when we come back after our media timeout. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
You're watching a live streaming event on MastersTVNetwork.com. MTN has been a television staple for nearly 30 years, producing series on Motor Trend, CBS Sports, ESPN, and many more. And now our team of network TV veterans can bring your event to life. Corporate events or meetings, competitions, sports. If you can dream it, we can stream it. Just email Holly at MastersTV.com to live stream your event to the world.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Welcome everybody back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee, here on the Tornado Sports Network. James Fisher and Peyton Williams on the call for you guys tonight. 11:38 left to go in this one. King has cut it to 11. And they've got the basketball, so maybe some glimmers of hope.
Yeah, and we were talking during the commercial break. Again, you look at the 81 on the side of the scoreboard with 11:38 remaining, you'd think they wouldn't have a chance, but this game's just been a track meet all night long. Both teams running up and down the court.
Faust over to Curry, yes! No, no, no! Oh, no! That's Elton. Misses a layup and the ball gets pinned.
I was gonna say, that's just unfortunate.
That could have finally got it into single digits. Tough break. Hairston, strong move to the basket.
A beautiful take there by number 3, Jamarius Hairston.
MJ, with his own strong move, can't get it. Lambert tries to get the offensive rebound, loses it.
And going back to Hairston's take there, when those guys are able to weave their body through traffic, that's a difficult thing to do, and they make it look easy.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. Connell wants to clear him out. Open in the corner. Jones pump fake, shot off in time, no good from Jones. Nicholson with the rebound, and he's fouled.
Yeah, and you give up a 30-second possession there just to give up an offensive rebound. And now you'll send Justin Nicholson to the line. 8 team fouls, and we're not even halfway through this second half.
And number 4 on Isaiah Curry. And Coach Gillespie is going to leave him out there. Nicholson hits them both. Pull-up jumper, Connor Jordan. Tough shot, no good. Out ahead, McConnell with the lay-in, no. Can't get it to the tip, no good. There's MJ.
So we saw these guys run 94 feet both ways in about 10 seconds. That's how fast they're trying to get to the basket.
Incredibly fast. Slow night from MJ. He's just got 4 so far. Up off the glass, strong move.
Yeah, smart there by Nicholson as he was going up against the smaller Atwood.
Tried the long baseball pass, didn't work. There's the alley-oop and can't quite get the connection on that one. That would have been nice. Couldn't do it. Curry with a nice stop step.
Might have got away with the travel. Not sure that the officials, there wasn't a whole lot of uproar from the Lees-McRae bench, so maybe not, but nonetheless, Tornado back to 13.
Right into Johnson's hands. Well-timed steal. Out ahead to Curry. They had to pull up. His defense is able to get back. Rejected shot off of Lambert. Went up with the wrong hand. Easily the other way for Jones with the basket. Lambert's going to get the charge.
Frustration move there by Brandon Lambert. Yeah, you could see that coming. Lambert just lowered his shoulder there, frustrated that he got blocked the last time down. And now he'll get tagged with a second personal.
A tough sequence the past couple possessions for the Tornadoes. They look like they're just starting to get back into things and playing well, and just things not going their way. Couple screens to fight through for Blake Atwood. To the basket, Nicholson, nicely done.
And on the flip side of it, you look at the reserves coming in for the Bobcats. Justin Nicholson playing well now with 9 points.
Kimball and Harris back in for Bobcats. As a whistle and a foul on the floor. Let's see who's going to be on. It's on number 3. That's
like
Hairston.
Yeah, I was going to say Jamarius Hairston.
That means immediate timeout time. We'll be right back. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee is brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats. Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef. Sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
Welcome back. We'll see. Here is the screen by Dreswick, and more like a hockey check than a screen. But this is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Shooting foul shots, Jason Brooks.
And again, Brooks playing extremely well tonight, on the verge of double digits in the scoring column.
Can't connect the front end one-on-one, gets it there, and there's going to be a tripping foul, I believe. That foul on number 11, Timon Jones. And right back to the line, Mason Brooks.
Have a chance to redeem himself after that front end miss, that last one.
Oh,
got the roll. Touched about every inch of the rim, but got it to fall through. So now Brooks with 9 points.
Always got to hit that front end, the one-on-one. Hits them both. Mixon loses the rock on the way to the basket. Fouls
Got 3
two
on
2. Takes it himself, can't connect. The follow by Brooks. Well done effort by the big fella there running the floor. Under 8 on the shot clock, got to make a move. Nicholson for 3, no good. Dresden with a big rebound.
Let's not forget about Chad Dreswick either, as he's come in and played a big ball game. A lot of these guys playing big minutes tonight.
Steal, and MJ with a rejection. Dreswick with a rejection.
It's a block party on the left side tonight.
MJ
Three
for
on the
3. No. Offensive foul, loose ball there on Dreswick. His 4th. And it'll be double bonus time. There's the McAllister Jelly instant replay, not once, but twice on the defensive end there. Awesome look at that. Let's see, Kel Harris and his shoes. I like those, very colorful.
Always fun watching the big man at the free throw line. And Kel Harris at 6'10".
It's a reach-in foul.
That's a bad foul if you're Lees-McRae. Now you're in the double bonus the rest of the way following this foul. This is the last trip to the line in the single bonus. So Tornado hoping that Jason Brooks can convert on the front end here.
He'll earn a second. Both teams fouls starting to add up here. Last 6.5. Jason well short on that one. In the air, shot is good. First basket of the day for Hicks. Brooks right to the basket with the answer. He's showing something tonight.
Long three on the way there.
Kept alive. Relford probably comes out with the rebound. Good effort there by Chad to keep it alive. Over to Atwood for 3. No, man, just. That's going to be a tornado foul.
Slow over aggression there from MJ Faust on the far side. Again, you walk about 80 feet and give the Bobcats 2 more free throws. And let's be transparent. At the start of the game, it was 18-4. Okay, the rest of the way, Kings played this ball game with a 1-point advantage. They've been trading baskets all night long, and maybe maybe if King comes out and is able to kind of match the pace from the get-go, this game goes down to the wire. But let's not forget that, aside from the 18-4 start, this game's been back and forth all night long.
Oh yeah, after these foul shots, I think they'll be even in the second half. So that's a testament in and itself. Going to be one of the better scoring games for the Tornado of the season, so it can at least take some solace in that, depending on what happens in the last 5:40. Strong move, Lambert with the floater, can't get it, touches it, last touch, Bobcats.
Lucky that ball grazed the rim, because it would have been a travel. Threw it up in the air and caught his own miss.
And with Brooks out, it's right to Lambert underneath the basket.
So Lambert again, him and Brooks both, 23 and 24, playing extremely well.
Kimball to the basket, he's fouled. That foul on MJ Faust, his third. And we're shooting to
the rest of the game. Sides.
Take a shot coming from Kimball as all the Bobcats are back.
You see a lot of MJ Faust tonight as Mays is kind of taking a back seat here this evening. Faust 3 on the way.
Relford had a look at it. There's going to be a foul underneath on the Tornado. And Coach Gillespie can't quite understand that one. Kind of just looked like they were going for the basketball. No, never mind. That is on Anthony Hicks, his 5th foul. So the early indication was on the Tornado, but it was actually on the Bobcats. And Hicks will have a seat for the rest of the game.
I'll say as Hicks' days is done, we'll see how much of a difference that plays. Hicks not a starter, but had been playing pretty well this evening.
Lambert hits the first, chance at another. Braden's got 15 in this game. Tying Jason Brooks with 15 for the team high. Nice little behind the back pass. Harrison dropped to the basket, he's fouled.
Call MJ Faust there, so he'll pick up his 4th. Now Faust in foul trouble.
Both Faust and Curry on the floor with 4 fouls. Well, one of them may be leaving. Darren Howard set the check back in.
I think it'd be interesting to know if these guys enjoy games like this. And not as much defense. These guys run up and down the floor like they're playing pickup ball at the local Y or something. But you've seen all of it tonight. Plenty of dunks, plenty of wild threes. But it's been fun.
I would say they do.
Yeah, I was just
maybe not so many fouls called. That'd be calling your own fouls type of deal. Lead back up to 14 as the Bobcats 1 point away from the century mark. Howard in the game with a jumper, no good. He checked in for MJ Faust. Last touch, Bobcats.
And again, we're still stuck on this 14-point deficit. I'm telling you, they've been trading baskets all night, and that's part of why it's been fun to watch.
Curry drive to the basket, shot blocked.
And Curry still in the ball game with those 4 fouls.
Through the hands of Bryant, they'll reset. 10 on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper is no good. Follow no good. Third chance, he's fouled.
And again, you see Gabe Bryant going in. 2 consecutive offensive rebounds and was eventually fouled. But the big man still making his presence known here with 3:51 remaining.
King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Welcome back, everybody. It's King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. 3:51 left to go in this contest. Been really competitive, exciting basketball game. A little chippy at first, but players have settled down. Playing some good basketball here. Got 3:51 left as Gabe Bryant, the sophomore, will head to the line shooting 2. The last foul called on Brandon Lamberth, his 3rd.
Yeah, and you talk about how this game kind of settled down. I'll be honest, that shocked me. There were a lot of hard fouls in the first half and a lot of mouthing and back talking and stuff like that, just talking some trash. But what we've seen, you can't ask for a more entertaining game.
Yeah, you would think, if anything, that double ejection would have set things off, but it kind of calmed it down in a weird way. Pull-up jumper, Relaford is off. Rebound by Dollar.
And that was a good job by the officials, too, to set the tone early, set the precedent that they won't stand for any of that.
Step back drive and nicely done by Kawhi Kimball. Atwood with the foul before the block shot.
You go back to the start of the game when we were talking about the offensive statistics for both of these teams. Lees-McRae at the top of the conference with their offensive output and the points they put on the board every week, or every game, excuse me. They're well past that mark. They ranked first at 92. They're currently at 103. But Kings hit their mark as well. King had the number 2 scoring offense at 83, and they've passed that as well at 85. So
you see that foul by Brandon on the McAllister's daily instant replay.
Can't say that we didn't expect a barn burner between these two.
It's a lot of times when these two teams get up, it's first to 100. Or that's how they like to play.
And these two coaches have respect for each other. They know each other. Obviously, Coach Gillespie here at King and Coach Harden in his 9th season at Lees-McRae. They spent some time at Bluefield together.
Down the floor to an open wide receiver and Isaiah Curry there in the long pass. Easy layup. And Lambert with the hold on that one. Easy call, the foul. shot is good for McConnell. So in the win versus Bluefield State, King puts up 106. This will end up being their second highest output with one more point. They put up 89 to Southern Wesleyan and lost that game as well, 104 to 89.
Yeah.
So,
and that's how we started the broadcast tonight. Is the offense is there, the talent is there. It's locking things down on the defensive end of the floor that's going to prove to be the difference in whether they win or lose ball games.
that shot no good. Rebound Curry. He's had a really nice game tonight. He's pushed out, so it'll be a foul.
So we'll see Coach Harden send in some of his guys here to finish out the last 2 minutes and 21 seconds. And checking in for the Bobcats, it will be Jalen Joyner, Anthony Allen, Keith Holmes Jr., and Brian Sims Jr. So a pair of freshmen and a pair of juniors coming in for Coach Harden.
Bobcats to inbound. Tornado will give them a little bit of pressure. And Holmes checks in and knocks down the three.
And that looks like that'll just about do it tonight. You look at Lees-McRae moving forward. They'll have a couple of dates at North Greenville. They'll start off hosting them at home, and 2 days later they'll travel to North Greenville. So see if they can hold on to that perfect Conference Carolinas record.
Relford stops the clock. It's foul shots. Quick look at the upcoming schedule. As I mentioned, go to on the road Thursday at Belmont Abbey, and then back here Saturday for that. At least it's not the day after for the doubleheader. They get a day break in there, so we'll get that game Saturday at 4 o'clock. Then Tornado on the road for the next three after the Saturday ball game at North Greenville. Doubleheader against Chowan.
Wes Morgan checks back in for the Bobcats. So he had a couple big threes back in the first half.
Tyler Murray in for the Tornado. Right to the basket and one. That is Brian Sims Jr.
That was a nice take. If we could see that again, the English he put on this ball. Goes up with his left hand, takes a shot and hits the floor. But able to get that spin. And
as you see there on the McAllister's Daily instant replay, at this point, third string.
That's big.
Pretty deep on the bench. It's a lot of talent on that bench, to say the least. .149 left to go in this one. All that's left is the final score. King, they really kept it interesting for most of it. Just down the stretch, pulled away as Murray for three. Nails it.
Big time three there by Tyler Murray. 6'5" sophomore gets on the scoreboard.
And in the foul book. Also in for the Tornado, number 40, Jacob Curry.
You can see both coaches shaking their head here. Those are fouls that just wasting time at this point. Stat padding, as we'll see Wes Morgan back to the line. He was a transfer out of the University of North Florida, so a couple D1 players on this conference, or in this conference for Lees-McRae.
There's a few more Tornado in. Griffin Susong Phillips in. Number 20, Anthony Pollard Jr. And Joe Galt pushing the ball to the floor. Yeah, I'm sure both coaches are just like, no fouls, guys. Come on, let's play. No fouls.
No, these guys want to play, and they don't get a whole lot of playing time, so they're going to take advantage of it. Also checking in is Jacob Curry.
And Galt gets in on the scoring.
And Jacob Curry, as he comes into the backcourt, the lone freshman on this Tornado roster. So some valuable time, especially for him.
Joyner, strong move to the basket, can't get it, gets his own rebound. Dish out for three. No. There's Sims with a follow. Bobcat bench loving it, of course. Loose ball. Pull-up jumper is no good.
So wild sequence there. These guys playing hard, just trying to get a hold of the ball.
As you mentioned, we got more than a couple of players out there. Doesn't get a ton of time to play, but they are hungry, and it's showing right now. That first shot, no good for Joyner.
4.5 second difference between the shot and game clock as King will be coming down here to see the final touches of this ball game.
That one's good. Galt with a nice move to the basket, can't finish the layup. Nearly up and down. There it is. And everybody's getting in on the scoring tonight, both teams. I'll probably let this one run out now, surely. And that will do it. Lees-McRae improving to 5-0 on the season and in conference. Tornado fall to 2-7 overall, 1-6 in conference play. Tough. I mean, Tornado scored the points tonight. There's nothing you can take away, but they just got outscored.
How many
by
times you scored
offense.
just under 100 points and lose? You know,
Not
I
many.
see Coach Hart and Coach Gillespie embrace here at half court. We talked about the friendship and respect they have for each other, but just one of those weird scenarios. You know, you score that many points, it's hard to reason why you would lose a ball game. But I mean, this Lees-McRae basketball team have nothing but positives to say on the way they play and the athleticism that is on their roster.
We'll see if Coach wants to have a word with us. Thank you. Coach? You can't be upset about your team scoring that many points and playing well. You just a tough opponent.
Giving up 116 is not going to get you wins. And we knew coming in, you know, Coach Hart and I go way back. We both spent time as assistants here. He was on my staff at Bluefield College, and he's been doing a great job at Lees-McRae for these years, and we got a long way to go before we get there. We've got a lot of work to do, and they exposed us for the work that we need to do. So
that could easily be the best team that you play this year. They are an extremely deep, talented team.
Yes, and they play hard. They don't do too much. I mean, they don't make a ton of mistakes. They don't do much to make a ton of mistakes. To go with 10 turnovers and for a game with that many possessions, they take care of the ball. They share the ball well. You know, they had a game earlier in the year where they made 35 shots and they had 30 assists. That's unheard of. So we know we've got a lot of work to do, and they play the way we're trying to play.
Yeah.
And yeah. So
is that what you take away from tonight? That maybe you gave up too many, but you still played your basketball in the end.
Yeah, and we're establishing that, and we're establishing the right kind of mindset and the right kind of attitude and energy that we need to have, and the right kind of teammates we want to be. And we saw it a little bit better in the second. We challenged them at halftime, of course, and you know, might have heard some yelling in the locker room at halftime, but it was to motivate our guys and to try and get them going the right way. And we've got great guys. We've got a group of great young men that want to win. They're just trying to figure out how to do it together and accept roles and accept what we need from each guy. And it's different. It's tough. So yeah, this was a tough test for us, and we've got to get better.
You got another tough test. Of course,
Right.
they're all in conference. They're going to be tough, but
This
you go to
conference is
Belmont and then back
unforgiving.
here.
Yeah, this conference is very unforgiving. There's no, you can't take a night off. You can't take a half off. You can't take a possession off. You get exposed. And Lees-McRae showed that tonight for sure.
Thanks, Coach. We'll see you here in a few more days.
Yeah.
Better times ahead.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so
y'all.
much. We got a graphic coming up for you guys just a moment. Kind of wrap things up on the stats for the game. Yeah, you shoot that kind of percentage for the Bobcats, you're going to win most of your games. That's a total of 52% from the floor overall. King shoots it at nearly 45% and loses a ball game. There's nothing to be upset about that at all. Tough way to lose to a very good ball team.
Right, and we'll have to do some digging tomorrow and look back in the record books of how many times King scored 98 points and lost. You just can't stress enough how rare that is in a game that was like this, where, again, Coach Gillespie talked about so many different possessions when you walk up and run up and down both sides of the court, and that's just what happens. You put the ball in the basket, you get the ball in the inbound and go, and again, just something that King may not be accustomed to yet. Coach Gillespie said that's where he hopes to be soon, but they got a lot of work ahead of them.
They do. You got to be happy with Lambert, Brooks, and Curry. All put in 16, so you got a nice balanced attack, too.
I think that, and I said this during the game, I think Jason Brooks just played an absolutely incredible game. Lambert has been the starting man all year long, and you said it about Brooks. He had picked up a couple of starts earlier in the season, but just the way Brooks made some timely assists, too. I know that 16 points stands out, but he made a couple beautiful feeds down to the low block on the right side earlier in the second half. And I just think he played his tail off. I still expect to see a little bit more from Michael Mays and MJ Faust. You go back a couple games ago, MJ Faust had over 30 points, posted a new career high, and it seems like we haven't seen that yet. But again, that's not the topic of discussion. Just the way these two teams played tonight, it was exciting and it was entertaining. Just not the result that the Tornado were looking for.
Now they'll look for better results. First going down to Belmont Abbey on Thursday night, then back here Saturday. Doubleheader ladies playing at 2, guys at 4 o'clock. Peyton, you be here for it?
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. Again, glad the fans were able to attend. Those that were able to come out. It's definitely weird seeing these seeing this red tape around some of these seats and having them all suited up, but I just can't speak highly enough of the effort that this athletic department has done to make this possible. I know that everybody's been affected by this pandemic in some way, somehow, but being able to watch basketball and having fans makes it even better.
It makes it a little bit those closer steps back to normal. That's what we're all looking to get to. So, yeah, you see the schedule on there. We'll be back here on Saturday. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys then.